Welcome to New Sky TV, Explosive. Wang Haozhen's 7 short dramas are so addictive. When Wang Haozhen meets Zhai Yiying, sparks fly. When he partners with Guo Yuxin, the sweet and heart-wrenching moments are off the charts. Which one is the real blockbuster that keeps viewers up all night scrolling through their feeds and completely hooked? Since last winter, Wang Haozhen's name seems to be welded to the short drama popularity charts. From Pounce on the Rose to Joy Without Fading Dawn, from Hard to Flirt to Heart or To Disqualified, he releases a new drama almost every month, and every single one keeps viewers up late. Some say he's the ideal man of the older generation, some say he's the king of short dramas, but those who have truly seen his work know that Wang Haozhen's brilliance lies not in his face, but in his eyes. The shadow cast by his eyelashes when he raises his eyes, the slight movement of his Adam's apple when he lowers his head, these details are what make him irresistible. On the day Pounce on the Rose premiered, I happened to be on a high-speed train on a business trip. The Zhenzhen-Chengyi pairing of Hao Chenggai and Wang Haozhen was captivating from the very first episode. This drama tells a story of redemption and favoritism, devoid of artificial sweetness, filled with genuine emotional clashes. Wang Haozhen's portrayal of the male lead is one of deep affection tinged with obsession, doting yet possessive. He perfectly captures that contradiction. Several key kissing and conflict scenes are so emotionally charged they take your breath away. The comments section is filled with exclamations of explosive acting. The most amazing scene is the one where he lifts the hem of his suit jacket and turns around. My hand trembled, and the lid of my thermos flew off. It's no exaggeration, the sheer swoon of that action made my heart race even through the screen. I watched Joy Without Dawn in a guest house in a Kayang village in western Sichuan. There was a power outage that day, and the landlady lit 2 butter candles. My phone only had 12% battery left, and I finished watching the finale in the dim light. The double Wang duo, Wang Jej and Wang Haozhen, trended on social media from the start of filming. Paparazzi captured their kissing scene in the hotel elevator, and the 15-second video garnered over 300 million views. The official poster, with the tagline "Dawn is breaking, let's not miss it again," garnered 63.45 million likes on Douyin. When Kinyu tore her veil, my palms were sweating. When Lian whispered "I can protect you by the fire," snow actually started falling outside the window. A shoe brocade shawl draped over the chair back, embroidered with butterflies and flowers, was exactly the same as the one worn by Princess Wang in the drama. Later, I found out that it was hand-embroidered by Teacher Yi, an inheritor of intangible cultural heritage, just for this scene. This kind of attention to detail elevates the quality of the entire drama by several levels. The premise of Hard to Flirt With is very interesting. Zhai, a freelance photographer played by Zhai Yiying, falls in love at first sight with Guo Yuxin, a doctor played by Wang Haozhen, while traveling in Xinjiang. The reason is simple: she has a thing for hands, and Guo Yuxin's hands happen to fit her aesthetic. Not the kind of exaggerated hand model face, but the slightly protruding knuckles from years of holding a scalpel, the extremely short nails, and the veins slightly visible under the cold white light. This sense of realism brought by professional characteristics makes the character stand out. The scene where Wang Zhai is crouching in the Gobi Desert catching a thief, and Guo Yuxin rushes over and grabs her wrist with such force, the camera only shows her sleeve slipping down to reveal half of her forearm, veins bulging, but there's not a single line of dialogue. The aftertaste was so strong I rewatched it 5 times. The two are staying at the same guest house, where the guests are playing games together. The bottle is turned to Guo Yuxin, and he chooses truth. Wang Zhai bluntly asks him if he's single. Guo Yuxin lightly replies, "Single." A burst of cheers erupts. Later, he helps her catch a thief. She takes him and a sick child to the hospital, and they watch the Milky Way together. Wang Zhai's trek is suddenly interrupted by a sudden change in weather, and he braves the wind and snow to come to her aid. That night, ambiguity takes hold. Wang Zhai says, "Dr. Joe, how about we play another game?" Guo Yuxin asks, "What game?" Wang Zhai answers, "I'll kiss you." I read Heart Order Disqualification backwards. I watched the ending first, then went back to the scene at the Civil Affairs Bureau where the two of them are holding up their marriage certificates and grinning foolishly. Yixin and Wang Haozhen's pairing unexpectedly created chemistry. When Zhongche put the marriage certificate into his inner pocket, his fingertips brushed against the back of her hand. The scene wasn't well lit, and in the shadows, his Adam's apple bobbed slightly, causing Zhai Yiying to spill the soy milk she had just bought. This subtle performance was more impactful than a loud confession in the drama Addicted to Marriage. There is a scene where Sean Cheng cooks noodles for Wenzai. I screenshotted it and posted it on my WeChat Moments with the caption, "I recommend adding this to your must-watch educational video for the cooling-off period of marriage." He didn't add the noodles even after the water boiled 3 times, finally turning around with a spatula to ask, "How many grams of salt?" The lawyer lead, without looking up, replied, "You added 0.3 grams too little last time." This dialogue perfectly captures the rationality of adult relationships. There are no melodramatic misunderstandings, no third-party interference, it's simply 2 independent souls finding resonance in the gentle flow of time. Su Hansen and Wang Haozhen's pairing is both visually appealing and technically excellent. The concept of a contract marriage isn't new, but this time it's portrayed with a particularly human touch. From nominal spouses to deeply affectionate partners, every step is solidly executed. There's a behind-the-scenes story in Forever Young. The scene where Menu coughs up blood outside the Fu Group building was added by Wang Haozhen himself. The script said pale-faced, but he actually had his assistant give her ice cubes half an hour beforehand, and only started filming when her lips turned blue. In a later interview, Ma Guo said that on the day filming wrapped, he quietly slipped her a box of Sichuan Fritillaria bulb syrup with a label that read Fuking Shao brand, expiry date, 3 years. This kind of tacit understanding and dedication between actors will ultimately be reflected in the final product. Wang Haozhen has acted in more than one drama with the theme of arranged marriage followed by love. But each one feels different. Heart Order Disqualification is about rational healing, Joy Without Failing Dawn is about the pull of fate, and Addicted to Marriage is about warm everyday life. He can convincingly portray both a cold, well-dressed CEO in a suit and a rough man building a pigsty in an old vest. Appearing in 4 dramas in half a month, jumping from modern cities to 1980s Sichuan and Chongqing, this high output and stability is rare in the short drama circle. In National Husband Takes Me Home, during the scene where Lu Jinian chases a car in the rain, the wire stunt wasn't secure, and he twisted his left ankle, but he still managed to complete 8 takes. Watching the replay now, his knuckles are wide as he holds onto the car door frame, but his chuckles to Kiao and don't detract from his performance at all. Guo Yuxin said that during his break, he sat there applying medicated wine and even helped the crew fix a broken full light bracket. These kinds of on-set details made people like him even more. I haven't finished watching Year After Year of Peace, but I heard there was a scene where he shaved half his eyebrow to play a drunkard, and he didn't even raise his hand when the director yelled cut. Changing one's appearance for a role isn't common in short dramas. After all, the filming period is short, and many actors are unwilling to go through such a hassle. In the poster for Evening Stars for You, he leans against a rooftop railing gazing at the night sky. Actually, it was pouring rain in Chengdu that day, and the crew was squatting off-screen with umbrellas in hand. His hair was soaked, and his eyelashes were covered in water droplets, yet he still managed to create the effect of starlight falling into his eyes. Wang Haozhen has a very special temperament. In modern dramas, he always appears in a suit and tie, and when playing a domineering CEO, he abandons the ostentatious and adopts a humble and gentle demeanor and a gaze that is full of affection even when looking at a dog, showcasing a sophisticated and ascetic temperament. His deep voice adds to the sense of composure, and viewers even call it healing for the ears. In period dramas, he perfectly embodies an ethereal quality through his half-draped hair and flowing robes. Clad in white, he exudes a cool elegance, in black, a resolute strength. He has perfectly shed the mediocrity of his supporting roles in long-running dramas. As an actor, his acting is particularly outstanding. It conveys both heart-stirring deep affection and complex emotions. Netizens commented, "Every shot is like telling a story." This narrative quality gives the short drama the depth of a long series. His 3-dimensional features and tall, upright figure, especially his high nose bridge and excellent body proportions, give him a tough guy aura. At the same time, his subtle micro-expressions perfectly dissolve any sense of distance, creating a mature masculine charm that exudes a strong sense of security. Pre-orders jumped from 500,000 to 800,000, and the trailer garnered over 5 million views within 24 hours. The information behind these figures is quite interesting. Viewers aren't chasing stars, they're following the plot. The comments aren't filled with "my idol is so handsome," but rather "when will the truth be revealed?" Wang Haozhen's rise from obscurity in long-form dramas to a top star in short dramas is no accident. His solid acting skills from formal training, his deep understanding of his characters, and the short drama market's extreme pursuit of romantic appeal have allowed him to find his perfect niche. His appeal lies in the skillful balance of eliteness, storytelling, and hormonal energy, possessing both the solid foundation of a traditional actor and resonating with the short drama market's extreme pursuit of romantic appeal. He can be considered a textbook example of atmosphere in the short drama world. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.